Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the MDM Minute. So, been, observing in a way that I do for a long time, and I wanted to share a piece of information with you about this kind of core energetic belief system that's out there and how it is growing in popularity, which is mind-blowing to me. But let me rewind a long time ago. In a reality far, far away, once upon a time, I woke up. And when I woke up, the world was magical. It's beautiful. And it just continues to get better and remains today. And one of I was a part of that core belief system in the energetic world. And that is that every gift that I had, everything in my toolbox I was creating it, I was doing it, and it implied ego. And ego's not a bad thing. I use ego all the time, as a lot of you know. And it helps me stay grounded, it helps me push forward, it helps me create and evolve. But on the flip side, ego also has a dark side. And what ego was showing me was that everything I was doing was coming from me. So that energetic core belief system was that I had all the gifts. It was my talent. And one of my closest confidants today in non-physical form is the great ascended master, Saint Germain. And he has taught me many, many, many beautiful things, showed me the way. When I've fallen off my horse, he's put me back on, and always shown me the way through. And a long time ago, he said to me, you're going to be seeing the invisible and doing the impossible. And I didn't know what it meant until years later when I actually started doing it. And the one factor, the most critical mass of learning I had ever had was that a few years after my wake up, my ego had grown to immense proportions. It didn't mean that I still didn't have discernment, love of self, humility, and all that, because I did. But the talent was growing at an exponential rate. And my core belief system in that energetic world was that it was me doing it. And one day, a few years after my wake up, the ego popped, just like a balloon. And I crashed and I burned, basically. But in the experience of crashing and burning, remember folks, only in the experience do you truly learn and have the ability to unlearn everything you have ever learned for that true learning to come out, was that it never came from me. It always flowed through me. And some of you are probably saying, yeah, but no. I exploded onto the scene at a pace unmatched by a lot of people. And a lot of people, and this is all part of the ego, and that's why I'm explaining this. And my thoughts back then were a lot of people couldn't handle the amount of information I was processing. They couldn't handle the explosion of talent in every direction. But here's the thing, folks. I talk a lot, but I always follow through with action. And in the action is where the true learning can happen. And when that ego popped, it was the best thing that ever happened to me, because then that's when the real work started. And this was right around the time when Aquaware was born, around July 4th, 2007. And since then, it's just been a rocket ride straight up. So out in the world, there are a lot of people waking up with bizarre and beautiful talents. A lot of them have technical backgrounds. And the message is, to help evolve you to not get caught in the trap of thinking that your talent is coming from you. It never comes from you. It always flows through you. But you are also remembering things that you have done many, many lifetimes ago, many years, you know, in different embodiments. Everything I am doing today, I'm just remembering how to do it. And that's another part of this mind-bending ego trip that I went on. And, you know, don't get me wrong, the ego can serve you well in many, many forms and in different capacities in your life. But the ego that I had in the first few years was the bad kind, if there is bad, but it was perfectly matched at the accelerated pace at which I was blowing out onto the scene. And when it popped, it was perfect. Everything's perfect. The timing was perfect. And in that crash and burn is where, you know, the magic really started. That's when the real information started coming through. That's when, you know, it was just game on, you know, all the creations, all the workshops, everything just started coming. And then a few years ago, when I left my professional career to pursue this full time, it happened again. It was another deeper learning. And if you've noticed over the last 4 years, the MDM product line has grown immensely. I mean, I've done probably 60 product launches in the last 4 years, and it continues to grow. So just a quick recap on this quick video. You know, never think that if you have talent, you have a gift, especially in the energetic world, that it's you doing it, because it's absolutely not. It's just the time and the place for the great work to be done, and you are simply the vessel by which the great work is done, and that's it. And you are the orchestra of the symphony. You are the conscious director of not only your reality, but other realities. And with that power comes great discernment and humility. And, you know, I continually get humbled to be in service of the one constantly. So just a little bit of tidbit of information there for you folks. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.